Welcome to turn 26 of this playthrough of Orb and Crown. We'll go straight to the replay and see what has happened. So the dwarves continue their attack from the north, but we're going to do our best to stop them from getting much further than that. Malkan is still having difficulties getting through Guatenheim's defences. I forgot again to move this poor fleet out of harm's way last turn. Now it's at the bottom of the ocean. Not to worry, we will build another one. And hopefully quite a few of those sailors got rescued. Alright, so Sinai is preparing for war. That's the big news from this batch of messages. And I'm going to need to prepare for that. If I can, I'll attack them. We've got the Frost Giant Jarl has joined us, or will, now that I've clicked yes, and there he is. Him and his troop of Frost Giants will come in very handy. I'll continue to build up the Vikings down towards where I am sure that after Draka's defeat, that Nick will be attacking. So here we are, Mutineer, and I'm not yet ready to mount the attack. I pay a bit of respect to mutinous forces and really want to be ready properly before I attack them. So I'll continue to build up here, just getting ready for the attack when it does come, hopefully in the next turn or two. Okay, so yeah, we've got the north ready, and in a moment I'll move those two units down from the, or up from the south. Continue to build the fleet and send them out pretty soon too. Looks like the Mutineer forces have left from the southern regions. Going to mount a determined defense, I'd imagine, of Sedia, which is their capital. Vermont has not rebelled against me yet. It's possible that they won't, but I'm not too sure. I mentioned in an earlier episode that there's a message to that effect, but I think that's coming in 0.4 at the moment. I just have to guess. Alright, so I'm going to punish Malkan for having the temerity to invade my lovely scorched deserts, and we'll push them back from the east. I'll also send this giant unit in to give this already weakened leader something to think about too. And yeah, we'll chase them a bit. As you can see, I'm not overly powerful at the moment, that's for sure. But powerful enough. Eventually I will attack from this place as well, but not just yet. Alright, and I'm going to get some more giants because they are very effective. Okay. Yeah, Draka's pretty much had it. And after I played this turn, I'm narrating it afterwards, I had the idea I could have actually disbanded all of these units to get a few coin, which would have helped Guatenheim at least a little bit. So if they're still alive next turn, that's what I'm going to do, just to see the effect that it has. Okay, now our intrepid explorer Ingrid Pullbeard is ready to make the arduous voyage up to base camp and then on to Arctio. This is a long trek. It's got to start somewhere though, and she has an escort of Viking vessels clearly the Viking King didn't want too many people to know about it, because he didn't give her a rousing send-off from Trondheim. She's taking off from this little port over in the east to the rousing applause of about a dozen Viking peasants. Alright, she's on her way, and we'll continue to watch how she goes in the coming turns. And yes, I think I'll buy some more veterans. Okay, we now have a decent force down there in Guildford, or Daneskill, to hopefully fend off the inevitable Angnord counterattack down there. With Potentia, they're still waiting for a possible incursion here. A rebellion, not incursion, a rebellion. It doesn't seem to have eventuated yet, but it still could. First, I'm going to upgrade the Transorum troops, because they can support my attack on Sarnai that the Golden Khanate is just about to launch. Alright, so I know that they're just about to join the war. They're on 93%, so they'll definitely flip next turn. So if I attack them myself, I'll get that surprise bonus, and they won't have a chance to retaliate as well as if I let them declare war on me. So let's go. Let's attack now and see how we go. I don't know how you like this music that I've chosen. It's quite dramatic. Fits the scene reasonably well, I think. If not, turn the sound off on your computer. Harsh, but true. Alright, so we've moved into Sarnai now, and we'll continue this attack. It won't happen quickly, but it will happen. Just have a bit of a scout around in the north. Again, when I was looking at this afterwards, the unit in Khan Balak, the capital, I keep it there because until they mobilise, Sarnai and Chinwa will be affected if there's no veteran unit in the capital, because they'll see it as a sign of weakness. But now that both of them have mobilised, there's no point keeping it there. So if I remember, next turn I will move it to support the attack. Now I'm moving these fleets around because in a previous game Nick actually supported a miner that activated from a major, sent them across the seas in transports. It was quite effective. I don't know if he's going to do that this time, but I have moved my fleets in place just to hopefully check that if he does try something like that. I think it'd be pretty hard for him to do that this time because there's no one in range to actually help. You are on your own, Sarnai. Feel fear. Okay, so this fort should fall next turn, and then the port not long after that. And I should be able to get across to offer even more support to Imhotep. Okay, now it's really difficult terrain down there to get through from the north, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to keep the dwarves at bay for quite some time yet. Well, actually not keep them at bay, keep them at desert. Sorry, sometimes my humour is not great. I don't know if I'm actually going to need these units for putting down the anticipated rebellion, but it doesn't really matter. I can use them somewhere else just as easily, and they're quite an effective force. Looking at the map, I think it's all clear. Going to end the turn at this point. Have a look at the balance sheet. Okay, that leader has been hit by the dragons, blue dragons up there. Sea warfare's good, and the balance sheet looks good. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.